They're running out of.
They're like, oh, we're.
It's Lucky's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
That one's really.
Let me see.
Wait.
Look at Jordan.
Kelsey!
Kelsey! Woo! Thank you.
The married women in your life. A married woman?
Yeah. To give you advice as you enter into wifehood.
Yeah. Understood. That's a good song. That's what.
It's you again.
And they're like, here's some cold water on top. I'm like, oh god, and just a shock to the system.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I have to get out of here.
Alright, you don't have to worry about. Smoke with your dad a little bit. Just hang out there for a second.
Through the dirt and the gravel, through the years and the miles, every road that you travel, through the tears and the smiles, through the clear and the muddy, through the thick and thin, the quiet nights, the howling wind, through the good and the ugly, the blue and the black, to the ends of the earth, to the moon and back, through all of the words, the mean and the kind, that unravel and the ties that bind, from the crazy and the different to the more of the same, from the coast is clear to a hurricane. Yeah, I'll be right beside you on the roller off the tracks, of the earth to the moon and back. To the moon and back. Through the bitter and the sweet, the cold and the fire, lonely cotton sheets and the burning desire.
Perfect. Thank you. And give our love to Lucky. Please be seated. Welcome to the wonderful day of wedding festivities for Kelsey and Jordan. We are here to pause from our everyday lives to honor, acknowledge, and celebrate the love between Kelsey and Jordan and bear witness to the commitments they will be making to that love today. These two stand before us because they have made a very important and intentional decision to be married. They have chosen each other because they simply cannot picture their lives without the other. Also, they both wanted a partner in crime. With love as the theme of our gathering today, we not only celebrate the love between Kelsey and Jordan, but we also embrace and honor the love that all of you have bestowed upon them, whether as individuals or as a couple. Each one of you is sitting here because somehow you represent a piece of them. Somewhere in their story, there is a line, verse, or maybe an entire chapter written by or about you. We are all, in one way or another, forever intertwined in their collective story. As they begin writing their next chapter, Kelsey and Jordan feel very blessed and appreciative for all of you choosing to be here alongside them today as they partake in one of the most magical of life's events. The two would now like for all of us to take a moment to acknowledge a very special group of people that couldn't be with us today, knowing they are never too far away as they are always within their hearts. Kelsey would like to honor her Grandpa Bob and Grandpa Carl and how she wishes they were here. These two men always had a smile on their face, regardless of the situation or how they felt at the time. She has many fond memories of visiting both at work, spending quality time with them at their houses when she was young, and loved how much they laughed together. Jordan would like to honor his Grandma Noel, Grandpa Robert Hewlin Sr., and his uncle, Robert Hewlin Jr. He also wishes they were here to share in this moment, as they are all missed very much. I'd now like to share a reading entitled, I Choose You, which is very relevant to the couple's story. I choose you to do life with, hand in hand, side by side, I choose you. To love with my whole being unconditionally. I choose you. At the beginning and at the end of every day. And I choose you in 100 lifetimes, in 100 worlds, in any version of reality. I'd find you and I'd choose you. Now to the couple's never-ending love story. Their story all began when Kelsey messaged Jordan on the dating site OkCupid. During their first few weeks of messaging back and forth, Kelsey was impressed on how Jordan kept the conversation going. Jordan's first impression of Kelsey was that she was cute, but that it seemed like it might be a bit hard to get her to open up. Once they were comfortable enough with each other, they decided to meet up on a weeknight at the Thirsty Lion Pub and Grill in Tigard. With the date going so well and dinner ending, Kelsey asked Jordan, "Now what do you want to do?" As Jordan was living in Troutdale at the time, he really didn't know the Tigard area, so he asked Kelsey for suggestions. Kelsey let him know that Washington Square was close by, so he happily followed her over there. After they enjoyed their time at the mall, Kelsey once again asked Jordan, "Now what do you want to do?" Bowling was the answer. Jordan made a fun bet with Kelsey that if he got 2 strikes in a row, he would win a kiss from Kelsey. After playing 5 games, Jordan struck out of winning his kiss, but Kelsey gave Jordan a kiss anyway, which completely surprised him. After the surprise kiss, Kelsey again asked, "Now what do you want to do?" By this time, Jordan was really enjoying that Kelsey kept asking what was next, because to him it meant she was enjoying spending time with him. The next activity took them on a walk to the nearby movie theater to see the movie Jumanji. Jordan had a little fun at Kelsey's expense when he made her jump during a scary part in the movie, which she's still never forgiven him. They had such a great time together on their very long first date. They laughed a lot, learned about each other, and as they said farewell for the evening, Jordan asked Kelsey out for a second date, which she happily accepted. Soon, the two were inseparable. Highlights of their courtship thus far include their mutual love of ice cream. They've created a nightly tradition of enjoying a little bowl of ice cream after dinner, and a monthly tradition of going to Salt and Straw at the first of every month for a fun date night where they try out the new flavors for that month. They also enjoy adventuring into Portland to try new restaurants and bakeries that Jordan has found via Google that are gluten-free or have gluten-free options for Kelsey. Another highlight, their very memorable trip to Las Vegas. They had been dating about 5 months when Kelsey invited Jordan to join her and her friends to go with them to Las Vegas. He, of course, said yes and was so excited to go on his first trip to Vegas. And he felt very honored that Kelsey invited him, with only knowing him for 5 months. One of Kelsey's fondest memories happened over their first Memorial Day weekend together when she brought Jordan to her annual family outing to Sun River. Seeing him bond with her family and her little cousins was the highlight of the weekend. This is also the weekend that Jordan met his good friend, Theodore the big brown stuffed bear, which he fell in love with. While in Sun River, Jordan would lie on the ground with him while he studied and did his homework. He wished he could have taken him home. So when Kelsey came across a giant brown bear at a Tiger Relay for Life event, she knew she had to get it for him, and so she went and won it on the auction and brought it home for Jordan. For their first anniversary, Kelsey took Jordan to Seattle, with them taking the train, which was Jordan's first time. While they were there, they had to deal with a snowstorm, but they made the best of it. And just prior to the COVID lockdown, they were able to go on a cruise with Jessica, Kelsey's sister, and maid of honor over here. The best part of that trip was that it was Jordan's first time on a cruise, and he really got into enjoying the whole experience. He participated in every activity he could, and even became best friends with the cruise director. Kelsey loves all of these special moments that these two have shared, but what she loves the most is something else they share, their mutual love for each other. Kelsey honestly admits she fell in love with Jordan very early on. One might even call it love at first sight. Their first date was so epic, and that Jordan kept it going was very special to her, as it truly was a one-of-a-kind first date. It was also very special to Kelsey how Jordan was about always being willing to drive to Tigard from Troutdale. These logistics could have caused problems for some couples, but not for them, and Jordan never complained about it. Kelsey fell in love with Jordan for at least a million reasons, with some being how he is always there for her any time of day or night. How he knows how to help her when she's dealing with her anxiety or depression, and always knows how to put a smile on her face. Even when he is at work or she is at work, he is there for her. She loves the fact that he can be the biggest goofball, then switch to being a grown man when he needs to be. She loves how willing he is to be. Sorry, you guys. Okay. She loves how willing he is to being spontaneous and trying new things. She loves how Jordan listens to her, asks questions, and expresses interest in how her day was at work. She loves Jordan as Jordan, and how he does everything under the moon to make sure she has everything she needs to be happy, and if not, how to help her. Jordan is her rock. They always say to each other, "I love you to the moon and back," And if you're lucky, I'll even bring you back a star. Kelsey admires and respects Jordan for how he is willing to drop what he is doing to help out anyone. He is always willing to help his family and her family with projects and has helped so many people move. If you need him, he is there. There's a sign-up list back there on the desk. Hey, you guys approved the ceremony. Kelsey respects Jordan's hard work as well. No matter what he is doing, he always gives 100% to make sure it is done right. She also admires how close and comfortable Jordan has gotten with her family, and she loves how he is always willing to play with her little cousins. Along with the connection that Jordan has built with her family, Kelsey also admires the connection he has built with her friends. Both of these connections with these two different groups are very important to Kelsey. She also likes that he has made it a priority to have a bond with his nieces and nephews as well, and admire how he is always up for attending their water polo games and other sporting events. Jordan also happily admits he fell in love with Kelsey very early on, and he also fell in love with Kelsey for at least a million reasons as well. Just a few of the reasons Jordan loves Kelsey is for her gorgeous smile, her beautiful eyes, her voice, how she cares about people, her drive and desire to get what she wants, and how family-oriented she is, and that he couldn't ask for a better travel partner, as she is always up for an adventure or has planned an adventure, so he always has something to look forward to. Jordan admires how caring Kelsey is about everyone and is respectful of her feelings when she is upset. With all this love, admiration, and respect between these two, Jordan began planning the details of proposing. It began with enlisting the help of Kelsey's sister, Jessica. For Christmas, Jessica had given Kelsey and Jordan a date night jar with great ideas tucked inside on tickets that they would pull out for their next date night. He asked Jessica to create one that said, "Pick a date," with intertwined rings on it. Next, he purchased the ring, then went over to her parents to let them know what was happening and to ask for their permission for Kelsey's hand in marriage. Prior to asking, Jordan and Rick, Kelsey's father, had been talking about COVID, with Jordan switching the subject by saying, "Well, on the brighter side, can I marry your daughter?" Which caught them completely off guard, but happily surprised them. He then went and picked up the date night ticket from Jessica and went home to plan the rest of the details. Later that evening, he had to convince Kelsey to pull out a ticket for an upcoming date night. Once she agreed, Jordan went back to the bedroom to get the ring, the pre-made ticket, and his phone so he could capture the proposal on video. Jordan went to the jar, shuffled them around, knowing the right ticket was still cupped within the palm of his hand. As he pretended to pull a ticket out of the jar, he had to act a little disappointed to get Kelsey's attention, so she'd be interested to see what was on the ticket for their next date. Eventually, Jordan got Kelsey to look at the ticket, which completely caught her off guard, which then led to crying tears of joy as she muttered in disbelief, asking if he was serious. Jordan couldn't have asked for a better reaction. Kelsey's answer of yes is what has brought us all here today. Kelsey and Jordan, you have come here today, surrounded by the warmth of family and friends, to share your beautiful intentions of committing to a future that will be created by the two of you, for the two of you, and all who surround you. Are you both ready to share with each other, to be witnessed by all of us, your promises and intentions for your wonderful future?
Jordan Michael Amato, aka Jordy. I cannot believe the day has come that we become one. My dream has officially come true. I always joked around, especially with your family, that I have chosen to be with you because you're free entertainment. Because we all know you enjoy to have fun and joke around. But really, that's just one of the reasons I have chosen to be with you. Jordan, you are my rock. You are the person who is there for me at my highs. And you are the person who knows how to help me when I'm going through my low points. Your best skill is always to know how to put a smile on my face. You are my partner in crime, my adventure buddy, and my ice cream pal. From this point on, I promise to always be there for you, no matter the time or place, the speed bumps we hit. I promise to never give up on us, no matter how frustrating the situation may be. I promise to always talk things out with you, no matter how late it may be, no matter how late we have to stay up, so that we never go to bed angry. From this point on, I promise to remember that our lives have become one and we are a team. Jordan Michael Amato, my love for you and will always be endless. I cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together and see what life has in store for us. I love you to the moon and back, and as you know, from now on, I will always bring you back a star. Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know how to follow that one up. Well, it's been a crazy year, and it's even crazier that we're here after last week. I grew up with an idea of what love is. However, I don't think I ever understood it until I met you. A wise person once told me, you will never know A wise person once told me, you will know when you meet the right person, because love will come easily to you. I always knew you were the one, because loving you was easy since the first day I met you. Everyone that I know, or that knows me, has always told me that you were the one. I'm not gonna lie, I always knew it before they said it. I'm not gonna stand here today and promise you anything. What I will say is that I will try with all my might to make you smile on the worst days, laugh until it hurts, and entertain you with my never-ending way of making an ass out of myself, whether that's on a stage or in a family setting. I couldn't have asked for a better person to take on the world with, as you know the right things to say to keep me grounded and bring me back to reality when I need it. So I don't need you to bring me a star from the moon and back, because I have one standing right in front of me, shining ever so bright. I will never stop loving you, Kelsey, because you and I were always meant to be, and I couldn't picture a better life without you.
Adric, please deliver the rings. Thank you, Adric. Kelsey and Jordan will now be exchanging rings. Kelsey is giving Jordan this ring to forever represent giving her love to him and promising to always be there for him no matter what. Kelsey, please take hold of Jordan's ring finger as you repeat after me. Jordan. Please accept this ring as a symbol that I will forever love you. To the moon and back. And if you're lucky, bring you back. Esther. Jordan is giving Kelsey this ring, representing that there is no one else he wants to be with forever. Jordan, please take hold of Kelsey's ring finger as you repeat after me. Kelsey, please accept this ring as a symbol that I will forever love you to the moon and back. And if you're lucky, I will bring you back a star. Kelsey and Jordan will now be participating in the Sand Unity Ceremony. This ceremony expresses the bringing together of two lives into one family. Kelsey and Jordan have each chosen their own colored sand and will take turns pouring their sand into one clear vessel, forever or forming a layering effect. This mixture of their sands will forever represent these two individuals and all the pieces of their lives they are bringing into this marriage. With once the vessel is filled, representing the two of them always joined together as one family. Family and friends, Kelsey and Jordan invited you here today to share in this moment as witnesses to their commitments to each other and are asking that you continue on with them, witnessing their new life with love and support of the vows shared here today. Will all of you commit to continuing on with Kelsey and Jordan and their journey of marriage?
We do!
Kelsey, thank you. Kelsey and Jordan, as we near the closing of your ceremony, I'd like to invite the two of you to pause for just a bit and take in and forever remember the feelings you're enjoying right now. Look out over your guests and take in their smiling faces. Look out over these beautiful surroundings graciously supplied by Mother Nature. Look into each other's eyes and take in these beautiful words. Kelsey and Jordan, I now declare you married. Jordan, you may kiss your bride.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, from this moment forward, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Amato. Woo!
Yeah!
Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need a cure. I just stay up and if I can for sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on
Believing
that you're
in love with me.
all the good love. When we're all alone, keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on.
can also start hooting and hollering too. Or noise for our newlyweds.
Yeah!
I can't hear you. Here they come. It is the new Mr. and Mrs. Amato. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Woohoo!
Sit down. So as soon as I call your table number, please join us for the buffet underneath the awning.
Okay.
Where's the real one?
He
can't have a real one.
Just kidding, Kelsey.
Thank you.
Hey, audience quiet, please. I must start this toast with some fun facts about me. I've always said that before I would walk either of my girls down the aisle, I would need to be comfortably medicated, intoxicated, or a combination of both.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Life has a way of changing one's plans, and since I can't drink or medicate myself, I'm doing this stone cold sober and not an up or downer or anything in between in sight. Other than my iced tea. Rumor has it Las Vegas odd makers have me #ugly crying 3-1.
Safe bet.
At the risk of sounding cliche, it seems like yesterday that a very determined Kelsey walked into the room and announced she had changed her name, and we were to refer to her as Baby Lisa. Yes. Or it seems like yesterday that I sat in the middle school classroom in tears, being consoled by the teacher assuring me that Kelsey will grow out of this. Or it seems like yesterday that I was sitting in another middle school classroom, listening to the power steps of then Principal Pat Sharp, power walking down the hall to our meeting with Kelsey and her teacher. Kelsey is my mini-me in so many ways that at times, well, things got tense, which led me to creating the phrase, I could go to jail for what I'm thinking right now, so give me just a moment to enjoy this. However, the same little girl and young lady knew how to, just at the right moment, say, Daddy, and I would say, yes. And she would say, I love you. And I would proceed to melt like the ice on the hot pavement. It goes without saying I have been insanely overprotective and will continue to be so, that when the boys started to show up, I knew it would take some time to warm up to these gentlemen callers and not let my I've got a gun, shovel, and alibi look so obvious. The first time we met Jordan at Spaghetti Factory in Sherwood with Kelsey, I was afraid to admit that they had something starting, but down deep I knew they did. Over time there were lessons to be learned on both sides, but the one thing that never changed and only grew was our love and appreciation for Jordan. We knew he would have his hands full with Kelsey, and in time he would see that. But he really understands Kelsey and knows how to become what Kelsey needs, and as parents, you can't ask for more. Skip ahead a few years, Pam and I now have our own Jordan list. I have reluctantly handed over the reins of the yearly holiday decorating, and Jordan has become an integral part of our family. Oh, our family dynamics. Jordan, just know we love you and could not be happier. I would be amiss by not mentioning 3 young ladies. These are my NBDs, as I call them. They are my non-biological daughters that are in the wedding party. Angelica, Sophie, and Amy. Please know that all parents want for their kids is the best. As you all know, as you are all raising your own, might I say, amazing children. And part of being the best is having the best friends to influence them. Oh, I know there's been plenty of girl drama and bad decisions. But in the end, you 3 have stood by Kelsey's side during the good, the bad, and Pam and I appreciate you more than you will ever be able to know. Whoops. Please raise your glass. Using my favorite phrase from Vivian Green, a British writer, Jordan and Kelsey. Why did you just make eye contact with me?
Yeah!
Okay, hold on. Okay. Life is about waiting. Life is about waiting for the storm to pass. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Life will bring you storms. The past month sure confirms that. But may you always find the strength to dance together wildly in the rain. I love you both. Cheers.
Cheers!
Let's put those hands together for Rick.
Yeah!
Yeah, thanks.
You got this, Carl!
So, I'm Jordan's brother-in-law. I'm honored to be here as Jordan's best man.
You want to turn the mic a little closer?
You're welcome. So, first thing I'd like to do is congratulate you both. You guys both look amazing and your ceremony was beautiful. I'd also like to thank everyone that helped make this day possible, and to thank you all for coming and help celebrate this special day for Jordan and Kelsey. Okay, breathe. Okay, so I met Jordan a little over 22 years ago when I was 18 and first started dating his sister. He was a 6-year-old little kid that kept bugging me to come play Super Mario Smash Bros. With him, or Pokemon.
So nothing's changed.
That's true.
Still trying to stop him from playing Pokemon.
Try as you might, you'll never succeed. You don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Yeah!
So I remember thinking, God, I'm going to have this little kid following me around all the time, wanting to play games every time I come over. But to make his sister happy, I'll play a game or two, just let him barely win. Well, next thing I know, I'm the one asking him to play the games with me, and I don't think I won once. Matter of fact, over the years, I don't think any time I've ever won unless he was letting me win. I watched Jordan grow into the man he is today, and I have nothing but respect and love for him. He's the type of person you know that can always count on. He is lighthearted, thoughtful, and caring for everyone around him. First time I met Kelsey, it was obvious the two were a perfect match. The way you guys would smile and laugh with one another, I had no doubt in my mind this is where we would be today. As you two start your new journey in life, I'd like to offer you guys a bit of advice. Jordan, always admit when you're wrong, which would be a lot, and apologize. Even if you have no idea what you did something wrong in their dreams, or worst of all, you just happen to be right. And Kelsey, remember this. If he asks you where you'd like to go eat, I don't care it is a hotel. I don't care it is the restaurant in Oklahoma, so be ready for a road trip. But in all sincerity, just remember this. Always set aside a little bit of time for one another, no matter how busy your guys' lives get. And actions do speak louder than words. So
Don't just say I love you, but do little things that show it. And with that being said, I'd like to propose a toast. To Jordan and Kelsey, may you guys have a lifetime of love, laughter, and happiness.
Cheers!
Very good.
Woo! Yeah!
Okay. Good evening. My name is Jessica Love, and I am Kelsey Love's favorite sister. You don't need to know those details. Favorite. That's all we need to know. First off, I want to thank everyone for being here today. We can all admit it's been a crazy year and a half. And I'm just thankful that we could all be here today together to celebrate Kelsey and Jordan's newest adventure of being husband and wife. Kelsey. Okay. It feels like just yesterday we were jumping back and forth on our beds and you putting your head through my wall. Playing school in the garage with our overhead projector. Having apple and orange time with Grandpa Bob. And playing Dance Dance Revolution in the living room. And now, here we are today on your wedding day. I can't believe this day is finally here. Oh God. I obviously take after my father.
You're supposed to just join the ceremony.
I know. I couldn't help with that either. Time has sure flown by. And doesn't she make a gorgeous bride, everyone?
Yeah!
You've grown up to be an amazing woman that is caring, driven, and dedicated. You will be an amazing wife, an in-law, and a future mother. One of my favorite qualities about you is the amount of love and passion you have for your friends and family. Kelsey will do anything for the people she loves, even if that means comforting a friend in the late evening hours, or rearranging her whole entire schedule so she can make every single social event and special moment in everyone's lives because she doesn't want to miss out. Jordan.
What do you say about Jordan?
Thank you so much for coming up with so many date ideas on the first date every time my sister asked what's next. She told me from that moment she knew you were special. Thank you for making her the happiest I've ever seen her and for continuing to push her out of her comfort zone. I can see the love and care that you have for her, and I know I can trust you to protect her, care for her, and love her from this moment on.
I'm reading the Bible.
I couldn't go a speech without quoting Disney. So, in the movie The Rescuers, they say, "To face the future with another who means more than any other is to be loved." I'm so happy you two found each other, and I have enjoyed watching your love grow over the last few years. I look forward to seeing you continue to grow as individuals and as couples over the adventures, and as a couple through life's adventures you have in front of you. I would like to leave you with a quote from one of my favorite movies, Hitch. "Never lie, cheat, steal, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away." Kelsey and Jordan, I wish you lots of love, laughter, and a very happily ever after. To Kelsey and Jordan.
Yeah, cheers! Woo!
Oh, be careful. Just do it. I think you might need some napkins here. See, that is a good sister right there, ready to go.
I told you to stay away from the dress.
Stay down the dress.
That's just a joke for later. You need help? As we feed each
Let's put those hands together for some nice cake. Yeah, beautiful. Mr. and Mrs. Amato.
This is perfect. Come kiss me one more time. I couldn't breathe this short, even if I tried. You and me in this everybody's talking about it, they just can't wait to go. Saying it was gonna be so good, so beautiful. Lying next to you in this bed with you, I ain't convinced. I don't know I swear your name sent to this world. What did I do right to deserve you? Everybody's talking about living like they just can't wait to go.
Tell her, Jordan.
Saying it was gonna be so good, so beautiful. Lying next to you in this bed with you, I ain't convinced. I don't know Come kiss me one more time.
Put those hands together for Let's put those hands together for Rick and Kelsey.
Proud of you, Dad.
You got this. It's okay to cry.
I'll tell you how much I love you when you think you're over your life. I remember our call.
That's a brave man right there.
How bad do you want this bouquet? Bad, right? All right, Kelsey, you ready? Oh my gosh, she's gonna belt you guys here. 2 and 1, toss the bouquet! And if you get a photo with me. Here we go. Cheer him on. Kelsey, you should be smiling. What is he doing down there? My gosh. Okay. We got it, we got it!
Get it, Eric!
Okay, I almost feel like that's a do-over.
Yeah.
All right.
Kelsey, move on.
Launch that thing. 3, all right, never mind.
Oh.
All right, who's gonna
Oh, it's right out there. Hold on. I'll just come.
What is going on? Stop playing with my emotions. I'm gonna get tired.
You're good.
I miss guys.
Ready,
Oh, thank you.